Hello everyone and welcome to another Match Analysis Monday. My name is Swiss, and for this week we're going to be going over ApolloKage versus Skittles. If you guys like the content, like and subscribe. Check out my social media platforms in the description down below. Other than that, let's go ahead, let's dive right in, and let's analyze. Alright, as usual guys, make sure to give it a subscribe to VG Bootcamp if you want to check out this set and many others for all sorts of Smash tournaments. So we're going to go ahead and get right into it. We have AK versus Skittles. Skittles, a very strong Young Link player, definitely making big strides as he already has been, but still making big strides himself nonetheless. So in this matchup, of course, you know, the boomerangs and the arrows and bombs are definitely going to be some things that are going to get in the way with grenades. So it's very important to note that, like, these projectiles have the ability to just stop grenades. So trying to outcamp Young Link can be a little rough. But typically, you just got to be mindful that, you know, arrows are very good at starting Young Link's combos. So arrow into pretty much anything that he wants. So when you're at the higher percents, you kind of just want to get out of the corner as quickly as possible. Not in so much of a sense that you want to panic, but you still have to be patient to know when to get out of the corner. But you have to also quickly get out of the corner at the same time, if that makes sense. We got the down tilt into the neutral air. Nice parry into the down air from AK. Trying to cover the landing with dash type, but misses. Good nair right there, but gets the drag down. Mashing the B button. Weird situation right there, but ends up working out in AK's favor. You can see that AK is going to be shielding a lot because he's going to need to try to get in. And of course, you know, with boomerangs and arrows in your face, which is the main thing that Young Links are going to be throwing out, not so much the bomb too much. Every once in a while, a bomb will come out, like Skittles just pulled a bomb right there. But you can see the primary thing is going to be the boomerang and the arrow. Now, the grenade can also the boomerang can force the grenade to explode, which could either work in your favor or Young Link's favor. It's really a matter of how you use it. Like, if you shield drop a grenade such as this, like back facing. So right here, if Skittles had pulled a grenade and threw it, it would collide with this grenade, forcing it to explode. So that could not work so much in AK's favor here. So it would just put him in pressure. So he'd be forced to shield or he has to move. So he moves out the way right there, though. Shields the arrow. Coming back down. And like the down tilts right here are very good too. This is keeping Skittles in check. So like, when Snake is using down tilt like that, it could be hard to hit him with an aerial. Now, Skittles does have Nair, so he can land with Nair. But it could end up trading, which would work in AK's favor here, of course, since he has the lead. So Skittles showing good patience right here, just backing up and just waiting. Gets the down tilt right there. AK trying to anti-air with back air, but doesn't work out. And yeah, not the best air dodge here. Definitely left himself wide open. So he could have like went up a little bit higher, but he more than likely did the air dodge here, thinking that Skittles would just go for a forward air and try to hit him. So he just ends up air dodging in, and then the up B was just waiting for him. So good stuff by Skittles right there from reacting. All right, having the grenade. Very nice grenade movement, or grenade usage. Throws it down, picks it up with the back air, and then throws it. Very nice. Picks up the grenade, gets another trade. These trades are still working out for him in the long run because, again, Snake is heavier than Young Link, so these are some good trades that he's getting. Even though the percents are almost even, you know, Young Link could potentially have a hard time killing versus Snake if he cannot get his arrow or boomerang combos down, or like while Snake is in the corner. And you could see that, like, generally you do kind of want to just like try to get in versus Young Link rather than like trying to camp him out, because again, the arrows and the boomerangs. But you could see like AK's also using some grenades to work his way in. Oh, unfortunate bomb. He flew right into that. Gets the grab. You can also down throw F tilt Young Link, so he's in that percent right now. And there it is. But still alive. Let's see if he can get the Nikita. Wasn't ready to cancel it on that Nair that Skittles threw out. It's definitely unfortunate, but gets the kill right here. But yeah, so AK's like working his way in by shielding for the most part. He's trying to call out some jumps as well. He hasn't gotten like anything big off of it, but you know, he is trying to catch that, the up B into the back air. And again, like the way that he's using grenades, like he's pulling the grenades and he's trying to get them through the projectiles, like the arrow and the boomerang, because he wants them to reach Skittles. You know, because if you just throw them without thinking, they're just going to collide with boomerang and arrow, and they just end up being a dead grenade. So, and he's also throwing in some nice mix-ups with it too, like we saw earlier where he picked it up with back air and then threw it, or like he picked it up with dash attack, tried to throw it right there, but wasn't aware the grenade was about to explode. Also right here, he tried to get off the platform, so he wanted to get off platform here and then pull grenade, but he didn't hold forward long enough, so he didn't get off the platform. Gets hit by his own grenade. Lands one right there. I would have liked to see him do some, like, commit to some pressure right here. The reason why he doesn't is probably more than likely because he's at kill percent, so he's at 177. So in this case, he decides to play it safe. But I think what he should have done is just do some, like, create some pressure right here. He already dropped the C4, so he could try to up air just as like the safest pressure that you could do is more than likely going to be up air, or you can up smash if you can get the mortar to come out in time as they're getting up. Either one, honestly. But I wouldn't do double jump down air here, because if, for let's say, Skittles does end up shielding it, he could just punish it with like forward air or up air, depending on which way that Snake drifts. He'd have to drift back enough to where Young Link would have to back air, which wouldn't kill him, obviously. So I would have liked to seen some pressure there. But, you know, again, it makes sense why he would back up, because he just wants to play it safe at this point. All right. And the down air, yeah. Left himself open right there. Because the one time he pulled out the Nikita, and by the time he pulled it out, Skittles was already gone. He was already out of the pocket for Nikita to really be, like, threatening. Because, like, typically, like, Nikita right here, like, while the opponent is right here, is, like, where you want it to be in this vicinity, but Skittles is already out of there, so it was just a free kill for him. So, not the best Nikita. Also, he did kind of get cheesed by that bomb. He flew right into it. And then the really good bait from Skittles, like scaring AK to air dodge in the first stock, and he ended up getting killed because of it. But we'll see if there's any adjustments in game 2 from him. Gets a down air. Trying to down air him again. Trying to go for damage. So right here, you know, definitely smart option, right? Try to get as much damage as possible. Back throw into grenade into neutral air. That's a lot of damage in general. So and you could see that he realized the grenade didn't connect, so he quickly fast falls the Nair. That way he doesn't get punished. If he had fully committed to Nair, he probably would have gotten hit by something bigger than this, potentially. But the grab is just enough for Skittles to get something started. In the long run, though, like... Oh, unfortunate. But yeah, there was definitely... In this situation, like... You could tell that AK, again, he wants damage, you know, because he's down 62% already. And he has a lot of confidence that it's going to land, which is very good. But if you're ever in this situation where you're not confident in the grenade connecting on time, you could just go for the up throw up tilt if you really want the damage. Just as a reference, I'm not saying that's something AK AK should have went for in that case because he obviously didn't get to confirm. But just something to point out for you guys in case I know some people may not have too much confidence in that situation. So if safe bet, just go for the up throw up air if you want pure damage. Alright, down air. Now even though Skittles did SD, he can still bring this back pretty easily. Good patience from AK. I like this little retreat option here. So even though he's literally on the edge of the stage, he uses the offstage to get some more space to be able to throw this grenade. And then that's just a lot of pressure for Skittles. And the C4 ended up detonating by itself as well. So that gives him some space, allows him to get up, but the arrow into the up air, not going to kill yet. Kalos having that giant ceiling. Nice dash attack. Called out the jump. Very good right here. So after the nair, instead of shielding, Skittles decides to jump, but the dash attack just clips the legs. Good movement, not B reversing into Skittles. If he had, he would have lost the stock potentially. Backing up. The grenade in hand. Good patience from AK altogether. So now you can see that like when AK has the lead, he's playing extremely safe. He's not really just throwing things out or just like trying to fight up close or anything like that. He's forcing Skittles to make bad mistakes or bad decisions to the point where he now has a 89% lead and up a whole stock, of course. Max rage as well. Definitely very threatening for Skittles here. Gets the back air as well. Beautiful spot dodge, by the way. As the grenade exploded. Yeah, that's going to be the kill. Try to call it a jump from Skittles that time. Because Skittles is jumping a lot. But in the... Mostly, like, Skittles is doing... Like, not, he's jumping a lot, but he's not, like... It's not to the point where you can really read it because of the fact that he knows when to stay grounded in certain situations. Oh, double back air, lost the jump. Clips him with the up air. Down air again, that's going to get punished. Yep. But I will say, like, you could see one thing here that AK is doing a good job at not just be reversing out while in disadvantage, right? He's just drifting back and away from Skittles to the point where Skittles is thinking about the B reverse, but you know, AK's just not giving it to him because Snakes, you know, a lot of Snake players will just B reverse, not really assessing the situation on where the opponent is located, and AK is keeping well aware, like he's well aware in general of like where the opponent is, so he's doing his best to not really B reverse and just landing and then just going for an option, just mashing out a move right here. Could have gotten the down air, but accidentally full hopped it, so Skittles is going to fall out of that. Gets it right there, though. Yeah, this is going to be it. Yep. Very solid game from AK, even with the SD that Skittles had. You know, AK did a really good job at closing out that match. We're going to go into game number 3 here. I believe this is a best of 5. I'm not sure, but considering how long the video is, or how long the set is, it should be a best of 5. I assume it goes to like some form of game 5. Nice jump call out, by the way. You can see that Skittles did the jump again, but AK didn't cover it. And that's generally because, you know, when you play top players like this, or like, you know, really strong players in general, when you call out an option when they're in disadvantage, in this case Skittles being on ledge, generally they don't pick the same option again. So instead, AK covers the neutral get up with this grenade, and then he walks back to call out a roll, but Skittles chooses the jump yet again. AK wasn't really ready for that one. So good stuff from Skittles. The no mix-up, I guess people would call it. Alright, let's see how he lands. Now this time he did a double B reverse. Very, very smart. And in this case, like, if it was me, I would B reverse here too, just because of the fact that, like, just because, like, if the opponent is directly under me, then B reversing is probably going to be the answer, just to, like, move around. So you're moving in, like, a zigzag to where the opponent kind of has to guess, like, where you're going to go. You could see that Skittles reacts to AK doing the B reverse, so he jumps in, but AK does a B reverse the other way, so he ends up right here. Gains stage control all the while of doing that as well, so good option. Alright, so he's on the platform. AK using a little bit more Nikita now. Trying to cover the distance, but ends up getting neutral aired as he lands on that top platform. I mean, on that side platform. Trying to call out the jump again, but this time Skittles doesn't give it to him. Arrow into dash attack. This is where Young Link is very oppressive. When you're in the corner, that's where Young Link really shines. Because he has all this stuff going, like, for him. He's got the boomerang, he's got the arrow, he's got the bomb. Then he just has to call out, like, what you do. Like, whether you shield, you roll, you jump, anything like that. He's going to call it out. And not only that, but, you know, that's where Young Link's kills really come into play. You know, the arrow, boomerang, or bomb into, like, an aerial off the sides. That's, you know, where his kill potential is. So he wants you in the corner. Nice dash attack. Not going to kill, though. Yeah, he's going to use the bomb recovery. And that's going to be it. Now, luckily, AK does have really good offstage, so he knows how to get this kill. But if you don't have good offstage, the best thing here would have been to just cancel it and then go for another Nikita, because he had this one out for a long time already. So I would just cancel it and then pull out another one, so that way you can try to catch him as his bomb explodes, because it's pretty obvious that he wanted the bomb recovery here. But nonetheless, you know, AK ends up getting it. I don't think Young Link would have made it back either. It didn't look like he would have. But even if he did, just in case, you know, it's good to just cancel the Nikita and then go for another one. Or you just go off stage like AK did. Whatever you're most confident in. Gets grabbed. And again, that corner pressure. Very oppressive. Okay, we got some back airs coming from AK now. Tries to jump over the grenade, the boomerang. See, in that time, no B reverse. Like, Skittles is thinking of it. He's thinking about the B reverse. As you could see, that's why he arrows this direction. He wants to catch the B reverse landing with arrow, but misses it. That's a free back air. Calls out the jump air dodge. Nice dash attack. Covers the landing. And not the best DI from Skittles. Trying to look for down airs. Now, one thing about the down air that we've been seeing AK use is, like, he's using it for pressure. But also, like, it does help in getting rid of the boomerang as well. So if the Young Link throws a boomerang, the down air just kind of stuffs it out. So that's another reason that we're seeing AK kind of throw those out. Right. So now we're back in the neutral. We're throwing grenades. And that was a really good grenade right here. He jumps and then throws it. And that's, again, AK is making sure that, like, he's not throwing it just straight at Young Link, because in doing so, again, boomerang and arrow are there. So So you kind of want to get it over the ground, like just jump and then throw it over, because this arrow and boomerang goes in front, so it acts as a wall, unless like he angles boomerang up. But in this case, he jumps and throws it just to get over it. Good down air. Full hopped it though, so he didn't get all the hits. Down tilt to catch the landing. See, and that's where like that's where boomerang can kind of work in Young Link's favor a lot, is when you have a grenade out like that. He got hit by the boomerang and the grenade, and then an up air. You can see as well that AK's starting to try to use like back airs again, just to try to call out the jumps from Skittles. It's starting to work a little bit better than in the previous game. That was very nice, covering the landing right there. And again, same thing. Jumps and throws it, so he gets over the projectile. There. Try to go for the jab one F tilt, but boomerang saves the day, and nice up tilt to catch the landing. Go back here. And you can see like the movement from AK is just really, really good. You know, it's not always about just B reversing everywhere. You know, like AK just knows how to move with Snake to just get in and then just get what he needs to, which in this case is the up tilt. The AK special, empty hop. Empty hop land into the up tilt. So now we're going into game number 4. Down throw gets the dash attack, very nice. Alright, playing off of the platform right now. Good patience. Obviously, like, not the best spot for Snake. A lot of Snake players don't want to be on that platform, but, you know, when you're in a situation, like, even if you're uncomfortable, you just have to wait it out. You have to wait for the right time to just get off the stage. Yeah, and that's it. Oh, he saved him. Why do you do that? Yo, AK. Why'd you do that? He saved him. Let's see. Yeah, he for sure saved him. Unfortunate. Great spacing on the back air. Gonna be hard for Young Link to punish that in a sense. But one thing to note is that, like, I do feel like Skittles could use more up B out of shield versus Snake. Because if he had done that in this back air situation, where was it? The up B would have connected. So I feel like Skittles should be using a little bit more up B out of shield versus Snake, honestly. But that's my personal opinion. He hasn't necessarily like used it that much. So plus he can get his, like, you know, his aerial follow-ups after if he reads the DI correctly. Alright. So AK has a big lead now. Playing off of that platform again. And this is a good spot. This is when being on this platform helps out a lot. When you're in the lead. Because the opponent doesn't really have an option here. Like, they have to go in and try to kill you. Because they're down a stock. And at this point, Snake controls the whole pace of the match. So by him standing here and just throwing grenades, having C4 right here or something like that, this is a very strong defensive option. So like, if the opponent does go in, they have to worry about all this stuff. So either they wait, and if they do, the time is going down, or if they go in, they have to like make sure they throw out a move while not getting hit by any of these projectiles. Trying to go for a dash attack here. So he throws a grenade, blows up the C4 in case Skittles runs in. Skittles holds shield just for that sole reason. Goes for the dash attack in case Skittles had decided to commit to jumping and landing on this platform. AK covers the whole platform with dash attack with Snake. Goes for the down tilt as well, just in case he does jump at him. Down tilt's gonna hard call it out. And a good up smash out of shield right there. So you can see again, like when AK is playing very safe, if you saw it in the Kalos set, or the Kalos match, when he had like the lead and he played extremely safe, he got so much out of it. Right here though, like he decided to go for an offensive option, aka a hard call out with the jump, but yet again it ends up not working for him. So perfect punish by Skittles. I do like the idea of the back airs. It's just when AK throws it out, it's just, oh, for the most part, it hasn't been at the right time, so he's just getting opened up for it. Got hit by a good amount of up airs there too, just for pulling out grenade. Unfortunate. Back throw. What? Yo, AK is moving to the blast zone. Let's see that again. He said. Alright, so this is what happened. So he just wanted to drop C4 here and then off stage and then blow it up, but he accidentally B reversed it. It landed right on the edge and he killed himself. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. It's so unfortunate. Alright. Grenade into the dash attack. Looking for the back air right there, but the boomerang's going to stuff it out. Picks up the bomb. Now, AK does this pretty often. This isn't to pick up the bomb. This is to call out a jump. So AK likes to land on platform and then throw up tilt out, because if the opponent decides to like jump or double jump at Snake and try to shark him, the up tilt can actually potentially hit them, because some aerials they have to like move their hand up or their leg up, and then the up tilt starts right here, so they just get hit by it, causing a trade or something like that. Either a trade, or they could end up winning if the opponent decides to like delay the up air or aerial in general. They just get hit. So it's something AK likes to do. Keep the opponent in check, not forcing them to not want to actually go up and pressure Snake or shark him. Dash attack connects. Almost got the C4, just a bit off on that execution. Gets the back air that time. Luckily, Skittles dropped the... This was the game, honestly, because Skittles drops the shield here, but he definitely had that shield open, so good thing for AK there, it ends up connecting. But 162 at the moment. This is it's doable, but very bleak here. And again, AK is gonna die the same exact way that he did in game number 1. Little too committal on the Nikita, and it's just not gonna work out for him. So in this case, we're gonna go into game number 5 here, and this is gonna be the final game. See who ends up taking it. All right, gets down thrown. Nice dash attack right there. Right here, we see that AK mashes the jab just to keep Skittles in check with the fast move, and then goes for the dash attack. Doesn't get the grenade there, sadly. Now, obviously, the best situation in this case would probably be to dash up and then shield for the grenade to explode, or just throw it. But the thing here is that in real time, you know, we're probably all thinking that this grenade is going to explode, so we're just gonna hold shield here. But yeah, it ends up not working out. Nice dash attack catching the landing. The dash attacks and the down tilts have been really good for AK for catching landings throughout this set. Nice dash attack right there as well. Back air. He did catch Skittles a little bit earlier with back air too, for catching a landing. I think he could like try to go for that a little bit more. I think it's not necessarily a terrible option, because he does try to go for it right here, I believe. Where was it? I think it was a little bit before that. So he hits him with dash attack, and then he tries to catch it right here. Because, like, in this case, like, you're just kind of just reset at a standstill. Plus, Snake doesn't have any landing lag, at least with double jump back air. As long as you don't like quickly fast fall it or something like that or delay it. But, you know, he didn't get punished or anything for it. So he could go for it a little bit more, I feel. But you still have to watch out for it at the same time because of down air. Like, you have to go at an angle. So if, let's say like where Young Link is standing, but let's just say in the air right here. Like, you can't just do like a back air from under. Like, you have to go at an angle so that way you hit him in a sense. Oh, could have went for like a F tilt, but doesn't go for it. You know, one thing I noticed too is that AK doesn't really use F tilt that much. He commits more for like jab and like up tilt, down tilt, which is understandable because F tilt sucks, honestly. Just because of people falling out, of course, you know. Wow, he died to that. I did not expect that to actually kill from across stage. Okay, Pogo. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. This is looking really rough for AK. The down airs are doing a lot of work right now. Catching the landings with Young Link's projectiles too. Yeah, he's still alive. Oh, he didn't punish it. Alright, does get the down throw F tilt anyways. So that's gonna work out for him. Good stuff. Yeah, he's down by a lot right now. He's got to get out of the corner. And he does. Good stuff. You definitely don't want to be in the corner versus Young Link here. Alright, he got the stick. Trying to look for some damage, but just can't get it. And again, the super committal Nikita, it's not working out for AK. I'd like to see him mess with like pulling out the Nikita, but just canceling it. Just put it in spots rather than trying to chase Young Link. Right, goes for a little bit of damage right there with the trade. Yeah, so AK's playing much safer now. Like, he's not like going down air out of shield anymore. But he, like, on shield, he's just waiting. Realize like the opponent is shielding right here. And then goes for the grab. Also the preemptive spot dodge too. So he's being a little bit more patient in his options as far as like punishing goes and trying to get in. You can see it's starting to work out for him. 73% he's racked on. Slowly making a comeback here. Holding center. Decides to reset neutral. Runs back, goes back to center. We got the up tilt to catch the landing. Man, that was crazy right here. That was a very scary situation right here. Now, luckily, if AK had not gone for this forward air right here, so he goes for a forward air, as you can see. If he had not gone for this forward air, he could have detonated the C4 right here. Or just punish that with a dash. Punish the air dodge with like a dash attack or something. Gets the up tilt right there. Great DI by Skittles. Gets the Nikita, and that's going to be it. So now AK has the lead. And all it took was just a little bit more patience out of him. You know, holding center stage, just slowly moving in. And then just not being super committal on his punishes. Just like actually just waiting, just making sure he's got the punish. Good B reverse. Just testing him right now. You can see right here, like, the B reverse test. So it looks like he's going to go for the back air, but he just goes for a B reverse. Very nice. And then, you know, you could see that it messed up Skittles right here. He goes for the B reverse. Looks like he's going to go for the back air. Skittles is already thinking about the back air because that's something that AK's been doing. So he goes for the back air right here. And now they're just at a standstill. Just something to point out, really, because you can see that he's conditioning Skittles to choose these options, such as like shielding even. Just with the amount of attacks that AK's been throwing out the whole set. There's a back air again. Gets a F tilt. Oh, he should have went for the up air there instead of the neutral air. That would have been a good amount of damage, but he wanted the neutral air. You can see like he really wants that neutral air. He's waiting for it. He shields this grenade and then he jumps just in case the neutral air does connect. I mean, the grenade does hit, then he's got the neutral air ready. Trying to get in, throws a grenade. Now he's playing off of this platform again. Okay, gets a trade right there. Snake, you could say Snake has a lead right here just because, again, he's heavier, so... But he cannot be caught in the corner here. If he gets caught in the corner, it's going to be it. He's got to get out of the corner. Holding center again, and that's good. You want as much... Like, if you're going to get hit by a Young Link combo, it's better to get hit center stage rather than the sides. Just so that way you live longer. Oh, unfortunate. Still alive, but holding the grenade. That sucks. And if you guys don't know, like, you know, when you get hit while you're holding a grenade, you could potentially drop it too, which is, it's completely RNG. But at times, though, either your character will still hold the grenade after getting hit, or they'll just drop it. In this case, AK was still holding the grenade. It didn't force him to drop it. Again, it's completely RNG, but it's just very unfortunate that that happened to him. But yeah, nonetheless, GG's of both players. I think AK knows how to go in versus Young Link, and we all saw that. Like he's good at holding center stage, and as well as keeping pressure in general, and also his ledge trapping is really solid too. I just think the main thing here was just when AK went for certain callouts, primarily like the back air, he just kept getting beaten out. He just kept getting punished like ultra hard for it, and I think that's one of those things that just wasn't working out for him. He had a lot more success with back air, catching like when he would double jump it, like trying to catch landings or stuff like that. But when he would short hop it, for the most part, it just didn't work out for him. So I think that's one thing that he would probably have to tone down and just work on more patience, like he did in game number 5. Like midway through, he started playing like super patient. You know, him playing like that is going to help him out a lot, in a sense, in my opinion. But yeah, nonetheless, though, again, I hope you guys learned something today. I mean, I definitely did. And if you guys like the content, like and subscribe. I have other social media platforms in the description down below. Feel free to check them out. Other than that, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye now.
Never duplicate you, never multiply two. Everyone copy and paste, mask all up in on their face. Disney fantasy MPH, they are cool with their complaints. You feel it in you, then you brush it off you. Insignificant, but you got something we want, and your whole life is a taunt, cause you will not just comply. Waking up for your day.